This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine every day, every day, every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine every day, every day, every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine every day, every day, every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine on a Monday.
He gave me the gift of love.
On a Tuesday.
His peace came down from above.
On a Wednesday.
He told me just what to say.
On a Thursday.
He taught me just how to pray.
On a Friday.
He gave me a little more faith.
On a Saturday.
He gave me a lot more grace.
On a Sunday.
He gave me the power divine
to let my little light shine. This little light of mine,
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it
This
shine.
little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine every day,
Every day,
every day,
every day,
every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine on a Monday.
He gave me the gift
Sing
of
it
love.
out on a Tuesday.
His peace came down from above.
On a Wednesday, he told me just what to say. On a Thursday,
He taught me just how to pray.
on a Friday,
He gave me a little more faith.
on a Saturday,
He gave me a lot more grace.
on a Sunday, he gave me the power divine to let my little light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine every day,
every day,
every day,
every day.
every day, in every way. I'm gonna let my little light shine.
Let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine.
You got
I'm gonna let
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Holy Saturday of Holy Week, getting ready for Easter Sunday tomorrow. My Bible story the other day, we had a special one on Thursday, was for Holy Thursday and Good Friday. And now we're going to pick up with Easter and Jesus rising. I'm going to start right from where we left off last time. The hours dragged by slowly for the Roman soldiers who guarded Jesus' grave. As dawn came on the third day, the ground began to tremble. A mighty angel came down, rolled the stone from the grave, and sat on it. The angel's face was like lightning, and his garments were as white as snow. The soldiers fell to the ground trembling. When the women came to the garden, they found the grave empty. At first, they did not see the angel, and they wondered who had stolen the body of their Lord. Mary Magdalene ran to tell Peter and John that Jesus' body had been taken away. After Mary had gone, The other women saw an angel in the tomb. They were afraid, and they bowed themselves down to the ground. The angel said, "Do not be afraid. Why are you seeking the living among the dead? Jesus is not here. He has risen." And he said, "Go quickly and tell his disciples and Peter that he is alive and will meet them in Galilee." The women ran from the place filled with joy, yet trembling with excitement and fear. The good news seemed too wonderful to be true. Still, they believed, and they hurried to tell the disciples and the other friends. The disciples could not believe the glad message. Peter and John ran to see for themselves. When they came to the tomb, they found no one, but they saw the grave clothes that Joseph had wrapped around Jesus' body. Peter and John were sure now that Jesus was alive once more. So when I read the beginning part of the story of Jesus' crucifixion the other day, I ended at a very sad part. Jesus had died. And we knew, as Christians and Catholics, we knew that we were going to hear the rest of the story. You knew the part was coming that Jesus was going to rise because we know the story. But Jesus' disciples didn't. They were very sad when Jesus died. They really didn't totally understand all the things that he had been telling them. So they didn't know that Jesus was going to rise. So when he died, they were sad. So this was a day of sadness for them until finally they came to the grave on the third day and they saw the angels and they knew the story of Jesus' resurrection. And sometimes I think we have to remember that. We have to have that hope, because we have Jesus who died for us and he was saved us from our sins so that we understand now why Jesus had to die and the disciples didn't. But we have to have that hope. We have to remember that sometimes when things don't look so great and things are dark, that there is that hope, there is that light again at the end. So right now we all might be feeling sad because all the things we like to do are canceled and we can't go see people we love. We're spending Easter alone. We're not being able to go to church and pray together. And that's sad. But when we get out of this time, it's going to be our Easter. It's going to be our moment of resurrection and glory. And we have to remember, Jesus did all of that for us. He helped us find that light, that goodness at the end again, by dying for us for our sins and then his resurrection. So I hope you have a wonderful Easter. I hope that you will try, if you haven't already, to watch one of the Easter Holy Week Masses or an Easter Mass on the internet. Lots of churches have them up. St. Nicholas, I know, will have theirs live. Maybe tomorrow morning, after you hunt for your Easter eggs or check out your Easter basket, you can go ahead and watch Mass. And while it's not the same, and we do miss being able to be together, it's still wonderful to sit down and remember that good news that the disciples and Mary Magdalene heard and the women all shared of Jesus' resurrection and his rising from the dead for us. So I hope you enjoyed the best part of my story, the resurrection of Jesus. And I hope that you have a wonderful and happy Easter, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.